This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action to exclusive local events, we keep you connected. Celebrate our culture, people, and voices with powerful documentaries and inspiring stories. Experience premium entertainment, from trending music to urban lifestyle and beyond. Grow your spirit with life-changing messages and uplifting perspectives. Lead the way with bold conversations, fresh ideas, and thought-provoking shows. Wherever you are, whenever you want, watch TVM on all your devices. TVM.
Hello and welcome to TVM's Metro Update. I am Blessing Sampson. Here are the news making the rounds this hour. We begin in Delta State, where lawmakers and 9 council chairpersons from Delta North in Delta State have rejected proposals to make the proposed Anioma State part of the Southeast region. In a joint statement, the group reaffirmed their push for a new state, but insisted it must remain within the South-South region, citing historical and administrative roots. They condemned suggestions linking Anioma to the southeast as historically inaccurate and non-negotiable. The leaders emphasized that the quest for Anioma State is a legitimate generational effort to secure political identity and accelerate development. Meanwhile, Delta North representatives in the House of Representatives also repudiated rumors that Asaba might be removed as the designated capital of the long-envisioned state. They stressed that the choices of Asaba is the culmination of decades of historical consensus and broad political agreement across all Anioma states. Still in Delta State, the State Police Command has rescued 7 young men allegedly held captive and tortured in an apartment in Warri by a suspected syndicate operating under the name Hustlers Kingdom. The group reportedly promised to train the victims in internet fraud or Yahoo Yahoo. Command spokesperson SP Bright Edafe said the operation was launched after a 28-year-old victim identified as Chukwuwike bravely jumped through a window to escape the alert security agents. Chukwuweke stated that he and other victims were routinely starved, beaten, and denied access to their phones, with one victim noting the severe whipping were punishment for not securing a paying client. Police stormed the apartment, rescued the 7 victims who had visibly injuries, and arrested 2 suspects alleged to be the chairman of the ring. The suspects will face charges including unlawful confinement, assault, and exploitation. Meanwhile, the police are urging parents to remain vigilant against criminals, disguising torture camps as training centers.
Hiding boys who were being held hostages and forced to do what they call HK. It's actually HK, and that is what they are doing. So many canes. They are here, they will tell us what they are doing with the canes. So, my guy, what's your name? Ocha? Okay, how old are you?
28.
28 years.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, briefly tell us why you ran to the police to report.
Because I was in the house for 2 months and a day. For the when they feed us, we used to eat once in a day. Then after that once in a day, 93 days or 4 days, we no get access to our phone. So to come and say I won't go house, I no go fit because some of boys wey don go meet am say they won't go house, we go beat them. I no go say allow them go.
Okay.
So before I drop
so when you meet and say you won't go, so you got to.
No, I no meet am because I don't see people wey don go meet am. You no allow
okay,
them.
you want come out and make you very wrong.
Yes, sir. So
how you take manage come out for the house when you fit go tell police say what they happen to you?
Now from window and job.
Oh, you jump from window.
Upstairs.
Okay, you said you jumped from the window. Now all these marks wey dey your body, how you take get am?
Now then they flog us because we never get mama wey dey pay us money. That's
because
pay
you never get who?
mama wey dey pay us money. That's pay client.
Wetin be mama?
As a woman wey dey pay us money.
Okay, paying client.
Yes, sir.
So once you no fit pay,
Once we never get that woman wey dey pay us money, dem go dey beat
na
us.
the beating go bring the client come.
No, sir.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 22 years.
Tell us why they give you this mark for body.
Because I never catch client.
Because you never catch client. How long you don stay with them?
1 month, sir.
Okay, you still want to stay with them or you want run?
No, sir. Since I come after 1 day, I tell am say I want to go back, but he no gree.
Where you from come?
Benue State.
Benue State.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we've heard from them. I will be interviewing the chairman, one of the chairmen. So he will tell us why we are here. He knows the reason why we're here. My brother, do you know these guys?
Yes, sir.
Who are they to you?
You're working with me.
What kind of work?
HK.
HK, what is HK?
Yeah, work internet.
Work internet. What is explain? I don't understand.
HK is where we work internet work like Yahoo.
Yeah, like Yahoo. And be specific now. Make our audience understand. So what about these marks on their body?
That is because they are using my laptop to watch porn, and
okay, that's why you deflog them.
Yes, my sub yes too.
Okay, but they actually came to your house to learn HK.
Yes.
So because they use your laptop, they watch porn, I make you deflog them like this.
It's only once. I only flog them once.
Now only once now be this mark going full body like this.
Yes,
okay, you get this mark for your body too. Huh? The time when you dey learn your own HK, na so they flog you.
They flog me too, sir.
Okay, so now the process with that. Okay, he's just telling us this one now. Well, my concern is this. This chap is 22 years old. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other victims. I will call them victims. How old are you? One is 19. You? 23, 22, 19, 25. How long have you been with them? What are they learn for your hand? Well, your own voice is not getting to the mic. However, this is not the way of life. It's short-lived and it's a crime in Nigeria. I want us to know that the business of internet fraud is a crime in Nigeria, and that is why whoever we get will be duly prosecuted and charged to court. This is just an additional offense. Can you imagine what a human being will do to a fellow human being? Marks and bruises all over.
In other news, the Delta State Police Command has arrested one suspect and launched a manhunt following the gruesome murder of retired Justice Ifeoma Okogu in her residence in Asaba. Police spokesperson SP Bright Edafe confirmed the justice's lifeless body was discovered on November 24th by her brother with her hands, legs and mouth tied. One suspect, Lucky Matthew, has been arrested. However, the principal suspect, Godwin Vanem, has not been caught and is currently on the run. The case has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department for a discreet investigation. While Commissioner of Police Olufemi Abaniwanda assured the victim's family that justice will be served and appealed to the public for any useful information. And in Edo State, the Dr. Paddy Iyamu Foundation is receiving high praise from the Edo State government for its growing impact on community health. Sali Suleiman, Special Advisor to the Governor on Sustainable Development Goals, applauded the foundation for providing a lifeline to vulnerable residents. The foundation recently expanded its free medical intervention program, performing 100 additional surgeries for residents suffering from conditions like fibroid and hernia. These procedures add to the more than 1,000 free surgical procedures the foundation has already provided across the state. Suleiman stated that the foundation's work reflects the state's commitment to achieving universal health coverage under the SDGs, saving lives and restoring hope to households struggling to access essential health care. Meanwhile, the government pledged to continue supporting partnerships that enhance the well-being of its people. And now to some national stories. The lead pastor of the Citadel Global Community Church, Tunde Bakare, has called on President Bola Tinubu to publicly apologize to communities devastated by insecurity. Speaking during his State of the Nation address in Lagos on Sunday, Bakare said such an apology would demonstrate a commitment to justice and national healing. He outlined a plan that includes creating a victims and survivors register, issuing a national apology within 3 months, and providing midterm compensation to those affected. Bakare acknowledged that President Tinubu has taken some initial steps to address insecurity, but emphasized that deeper action is necessary to truly restore confidence in the government. The cleric says without genuine accountability, the national healing and security reforms cannot succeed. In other stories, a former permanent secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Joe Keshi, criticized President Bola Tinubu's ambassadorial list sent to the Senate for confirmation. Keshi questioned the character and competence of several non-career nominees, saying many should have no business in the diplomatic service. He warned that some nominees were failed state governors or politically rewarded individuals rather than qualified diplomats. Keshi stressed that Nigeria needs its best trained foreign service officers as ambassadors. He appealed to President Tinubu to prioritize ministry officials in the next ambassadorial list, noting that career diplomats feel demoralized and overlooked despite their training. And now to some Crime Watch news. The NDLEA has dismantled a social media drug network in Lagos, distributing illicit substances disguised as imported Christmas cookies and snacks. Two suspects, Deji Adesonya and Olubiyi Maje Kunduni, were arrested in Lekki with 5 kg of Canadian loud, cannabis and designer sachet recovered. Officers also seized 100 grams of loud hidden in a teddy bear from Thailand and 548 tramadol capsules concealed in vitamin bottles at local courier's firm. In Oyo State, 55-year-old Wasiu Karim was arrested with 8,000 ampoules of pentazocine, 590 bottles of codeine syrup, 1,500 codamol pills, and 9,900 tramadol capsules. In other stories, armed bandits attacked a newly established Cherubim and Seraphim Church in Ejiba, Yagba West local government area during Sunday service, causing chaos as worshippers fled. The pastor, known as Orlando, his wife, and several members were abducted. The exact number of victims remain unconfirmed. Kogi State government said it has intensified surveillance and is coordinating in manhunt. While Commissioner for Information Kingsley Fanwon confirmed that security agencies are working to secure the release of the kidnapped victims. Residents were urged to remain vigilant and report suspicious activities. Meanwhile, the government also advised worship centers in high-risk areas to reconsider holding services until the situation improves. A bride-to-be, her bridesmaids, and 8 other residents were abducted by suspected bandits in Chacho village, Warnu local government area of Sokoto State, around 1:30 a.m. on Sunday. One man was among the victims and one person was injured and is receiving medical care. The bride had been preparing for her wedding when the attackers struck. Residents expressed frustration over delayed security response, urging government action to protect citizens. Meanwhile, Sokoto State Police confirmed the attack and said investigations are ongoing. TVM's Metro Update returns after this quick break. Stay tuned. Welcome back from that break. And in business news, Dangote Petroleum Refinery plans to supply 50 million liters of petroleum motor spirit, PMS, daily, totaling 1.5 billion liters in December 2025 and January 2026 to ensure uninterrupted nationwide fuel availability. Aliko Dangote stated the refinery is currently producing 40 to 45 million liters daily and is expanding capacity to 1.4 million barrels per day. The company is also engaging petroleum marketers to strengthen distribution, including CNG-powered haulage. Meanwhile, the refinery will collaborate with the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority for transparency, publishing daily production and stock volumes, and seeking support for smooth importation and evacuation of crude and products. The South-South Development Commission praised the Dangote's group contribution to regional industrial growth and energy stability, highlighting opportunities for partnership in distribution, petrochemicals, and employment creation. Total Energies announced it will sell a 40% stake in 2 offshore exploration licenses in Nigeria to Chevron, forming a joint venture to de-risk and develop new resources in the West Delta Basin. After the deal, Total Energies will remain the operator with 40% ownership. Chevron will hold 40% as well, and South Atlantic Petroleum 20%. The move is part of Total's energy to streamline its African portfolio and focus on operated assets while seeking new supply opportunities. And in international stories, Hong Kong police have arrested 13 people, including 12 men and 1 woman aged 40 to 77, over a deadly fire that swept through an apartment complex last week, killing at least 146 persons. Authorities said a comprehensive manslaughter investigation is underway. And officials revealed that some exterior scaffolding netting at the estate failed fire resistance tests, with samples from multiple floors and 4 buildings not meeting safety standards. In other news, U.S. President Donald Trump said his administration will maintain an indefinite pause on asylum decisions following the November 26 shooting near the White House that killed National Guard member Sarah Beckstrom and critically injured another. The suspect, 29-year-old Afghan national Rahmanullah Lakhanwal, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Lakhanwal had entered the U.S. under a CIA-backed resettlement program after the Afghan withdrawal in 2021 and was granted asylum in April 2025. Trump linked the pause to 19 countries already facing U.S. travel restrictions, citing security concerns and calling for a full recovery of the U.S. immigration system. And in sport news, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, and Oscar Piastri will contest a final race championship showdown in Abu Dhabi after Red Bull's Verstappen won a gripping Qatar Grand Prix. Dutchman Verstappen won to take his 7th win of the season, equaling Norris and Piastri, while the Australian was 2nd and the Briton 4th, behind Williams of Carlos Sainz. Norris won himself an extra 2 points by passing Kimi Antonelli's Mercedes on the penultimate lap. The Englishman was left with a 12-point lead over Verstappen, who moved ahead to Piastri by 4 points, heading to Abu Dhabi on 5 to 7 December. To win the title, Norris must finish at least 3rd at Yas Marina if Verstappen wins the race next Sunday. Still on sport news, after a dismal start that saw Nigeria defeated back-to-back by Tunisia and Guinea, the Tigers resurrected their FIBA Basketball World Cup 2027 African qualifiers first round playoff with a 75-69 defeat of Rwanda on Sunday night in Raids, Tunisia. The Tigers had to go into overtime after scores stood at 61-61 at the end of the 4th quarter. With this victory, Nigeria can still qualify for the World Cup depending on how the Tigers handle the 3rd, 4th, and 5th windows of the qualifiers in June, August 2026, and February 2027, respectively. The Tigers have begun at their 3rd Group C game, with Rwanda sluggishly losing the first quarter 12-21. They, however, woke up to take the 2nd and 3rd quarters 13-16 and 20-19, after which they took off feet from the pedal and allowed Rwanda to win the final 4th quarter by as much as 9 points. Meanwhile, Great Britain earned their first win of the 2027 FIBA World Cup qualifiers with a 90-82 victory over Iceland. Great Britain were beaten 89-88 by Lithuania in their Group D opener last Thursday, but were much more in control against the Icelanders. The scores were leveled at 17-17 at the end of a competitive first quarter between the two sides. All four teams in the group will face each other twice in the first round of the qualifiers before the top three qualifier for the next stage. And that's all from TVM's Metro Updates. I am Blessing Samson. You can watch us on the go on TVM's app, accessible on Android Play Store and Apple Store. And you can follow us and interact with our social media platforms. Like, subscribe, and share. And remember, your environment is a part of you. Do keep it clean.
This is TVM. TVM delivers breaking stories, global headlines, and the moments that matter. From exciting sports action